Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Butterfly Goddess Tarot. If this is your first time here, I say welcome. If it's not, I say welcome. If you've seen my readings before, I say welcome back. I want to thank you for watching in advance. I also want to say that the message cannot and will not resonate with everyone. So this is a reading for March, for the month of March, for my Aries, a love reading. So let's get into your cards. You guys have the Three of Cups, you have the Hermit card, you have the King of Wands, you have the Four of Wands, you have the Five of Wands, and you have the Hanged Man. So, during my session when I was meditating and just shuffling the cards, trying to get a feel for, Aries energy right now, I was as I was pulling the cards, the storyline was coming to me and it was pretty clear. So it almost seems like in the beginning, I don't know if it was a new relationship or one that you had been in for a while, but it seemed like things were really going well. You guys were in a time of celebration and you just were happy in love and you were enjoying yourself. Maybe even this may have come after, a period where you may have been in a previous relationship where, you had to heal from that and then you met your person and things seemed to go really well. There was love there was, like I said, happiness and celebration. It could have, also been that you just met someone and you just kind of gelled with them pretty quickly on. But then we have the Hermit card. So it's like everything started off really great, which doesn't it always usually. Then we have the Hermit card. It's like one of you all may not have done all of the work before you got into the current relationship that you're in now. Done all of the work to like heal yourself. One of you, I feel like, went through the process of just taking time to be by yourself, but I feel like one of you all may have jumped into the relationship like pretty much right after ending something with someone else. So like I said, it seems like one person took the time to properly heal so that they could move forward without any, as little baggage as possible, because we all carry some kind of baggage with us. We all take, things away from previous situations or relationships that, we do what we can to let go of the past, but sometimes there are little things that linger, and sometimes we don't even know that they're there. We may feel like we're healed, and then something happens or someone says something and we get kind of triggered and taken back to, a memory that just kind of drains us. But like I said, for the one who wasn't healed, they went into hermit mode after you guys had got together, and it, and like I said in the beginning, it felt good and it seemed, it was love. But then, like I said, one of you all maybe got triggered by something and you went into hermit mode. And like I said, hermit mode is kind of like isolation. So I don't know, this could be vice versa. So I'll just say it's them, but maybe they started pulling back from you some and you were not maybe spending as much time together. And really this was them just kind of like figuring out their next steps. But before they could figure out their next steps, they had to like get right with them in themselves, like become one with their self. That sounds kind of corny, but it is, that's just how it is. You have to be at peace with your own self before you can be happy with anybody else. So you have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands, it talks about, again, someone who is focused, one of you all being focused on good energies and the other one just kind of almost at a place where they want to explore. I don't necessarily get the impression that they want to explore with other people or like invite in a third party or anything like this. I just see that they feel the need to, like, for some reason, Spirit is giving me like they want some kind of adventure and they want to like be able to prove to themselves that they can do X, Y, and Z on their own, because maybe this person has been in, relationships that were super codependent before, and so they just always relied on someone else to like pick up the slack for them, which in a relationship that's good, but you also need to know that you can do it on your own if it comes to that, and that having another person there is just a bonus. So you also have the Four of Wands. So even though they're going through this phase where they're trying to explore and figure out like what's their motivation outside of your relationship, it still seems like at their core they want to be with you. Like the Four of Wands represents home, it represents family, it represents a peaceful environment, and a happy time. So it's like it's I don't want to say they're conflicted, but it's I think that they're struggling with figuring out what the balance is, like what the balance is as far as making sure I'm good, making sure that I am loving myself, and taking care of myself, and just taking the time for myself so that I am whole and complete, but yet still showing the person that I love, the person that I want to be with, that that we are together and that we are a team, even though I'm taking time to isolate myself, right? It seems like such a contradiction. But, like I said, even though they have these periods where they isolate themselves, they still want to be with you. They still have love for you. They still, they want to make it work. But, with the Five of Wands coming afterwards, I think that either they're having a hard time expressing the fact that, they are still figuring out themselves, but yet they want to be with you, but yet they don't necessarily need to be with and up under you 24/7, or even, they may not even need to see you like every day or be with you every day. And for you, it's like, well, we were together all the time and we were doing it like rabbits, and we just were happy. And now all of a sudden you want all of this time to yourself. You want to take time and you want to go do these things off by yourself. And so it is causing conflict in your relationship. And I feel like for whichever one of you who is like on the other end of this, you don't necessarily know how to take them. And it's kind of causing you confusion, and you're kind of like in a place where you're like, well, am I going to stick around for them to figure out themselves? Like they're not giving me any time, as much time as they used to. They're not, we're not doing the things that we once used to do. They say they love me, but they're not here like they used to be. They're just not present for me like they used to be. And really, like I said, I feel like this person wants long-term with you. It's just, they want that, but at the same time, they also have like a deep need to just get themselves in a place of balance for themselves. And also once they do this, it can only benefit your relationship. It's just a matter of whether or not you're able to go through the waiting period with them, and I can't say yes or no, that's something that you have to decide. But it does feel like there's a waiting period. So, like I said, the good thing is I don't necessarily feel like this is third party. I feel like this is completely just you and them, but it's just a matter of them needing to figure some things out within themselves first, and whether or not you're willing to wait for them to go through that process. So this was the love reading for my Aries. Please come back and watch future readings. Thanks again, guys. Bye.